Have you ever wondered how a civilization could build a city on top of a mountain without modern tools or technology? Picture this, a city nested high in the Andes Mountains of Peru, shrouded in mystery and intrigue. This is Machu Picchu, a marvel of the ancient world and a testament to the architectural prowess of the Inca civilization. Now, the Incas didn't have bulldozers or cranes, but they built a city that has stood the test of time, all the way back in the 15th century. This wasn't just a city, mind you, but a highly advanced city, complete with an intricate network of terraces, temples, and homes. With each stone perfectly fitted without the use of mortar, it's a mystery that continues to baffle historians and archaeologists alike. So, how was it done? How did the Incas manage to construct such an architectural marvel in such a remote location? Well, that's a question that merits some exploration. Let's dive into the history of this enigmatic city and unravel the mysteries of the Incas. In a time before smartphones and GPS, the Incas managed to build a city in the clouds. How, you ask? Well, that's the million-dollar question. Let's take a trip back in time. The Incas, a civilization that thrived in the Andean region of South America from the early 13th century to the late 16th century, were quite the ambitious lot. They built an empire that, at its height, stretched over 5,000 kilometers, and they did it all without the wheel, iron tools, or even a written language. Now that's impressive. But what really takes the cake is their architectural marvel, Machu Picchu. This city, perched high in the Andes, was built around the mid-15th century. It's a testament to the Incas' engineering prowess, with terraces carved into the mountainside and a complex network of aqueducts and canals. And all this in a place where your grocery delivery drone would probably lose signal. So what was Machu Picchu for? Well, theories abound. Some believe it was a royal retreat, a kind of Inca version of the Hamptons, if you will. Others think it was a religious sanctuary, a place for the Inca elite to get in touch with their gods. But of course, these are just theories. The Incas didn't leave behind any instruction manuals or, for that matter, any "Welcome to Machu Picchu" signs. And now, for a little bit of humor, imagine trying to build Machu Picchu today. You'd probably start with a Google search, how to build a city in the clouds. Then you'd watch a few YouTube tutorials, order some materials online, and get to work. But a few days in, you'd probably find yourself with a pile of stones, a bunch of confused friends, and a newfound respect for the Incas. So next time you're struggling to assemble flat-pack furniture, remember the Incas. They built a city on a mountain, and they didn't even have YouTube tutorials. Now you might be thinking, Machu Picchu, it sounds so exotic and mysterious, but the truth might be a little less glamorous than you imagine. Let's face it, the Incas were engineering geniuses, no doubt about it. They carved a city into the side of a mountain, for goodness sake. But when it came to naming their creations, well, they seem to have just looked out the window and said, yep, that's an old mountain, let's call it that. Yes, you heard that right. The name Machu Picchu simply translates to Old Mountain in Quechua, the language of the Incas. Not quite the poetic elegance you might have expected, huh? And here's another fun fact. We tend to think of Machu Picchu as this isolated, hard-to-reach place. But back in the day, it was probably no more remote to the Incas than your local supermarket is to you. So there you have it, folks. Machu Picchu, the old mountain. Not quite as glamorous as you imagined, but still an amazing piece of history. And remember, if the Incas could build a city in the clouds, you can definitely put together that IKEA bookshelf.